Listening to your goals and dreams is our top priority at West Tennessee Bank. Benefit from our more than 100 years of experience and visit our Henderson branch today. West Tennessee Bank, focused on you. West Tennessee Bank is a division of Decatur County Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Okay. First item on the agenda are the minutes. These are the minutes from March. If you remember, we did not have a meeting in April. These are the minutes in March. Are there any amendments or corrections to these minutes?
I move we approve the minutes as presented.
I have a motion to approve the minutes as presented. Do I have a second?
Second.
I have a second. All those in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
All opposed signify by no. Motion carries. Next item on the agenda are the counts. These counts are for 2 months. There's no vote required. Do you have any questions? If you do, give us the page number and line number.
I have a couple of quick questions, and one is on the March accounts for the city. Page B2, it's Wade Electric. It's about the traffic signal loop repair. And I had a question because I'm not sure that it's actually been repaired. It doesn't seem to be. They were working on the one at White Avenue in Maine. That one doesn't seem to be working as well as it should.
Barry, you want to address that? They did the one on Mifflin Avenue and the one on Main. It was they still didn't get it done. It was cut over on the side there, and they said it was some other detail that they had to go in, so they had to leave. But they gonna come back and try to get it straightened out.
Okay. I've noticed also on the one, just going back and forth to work, I've noticed on the one in Mifflin, that sometimes if you're turning left off the main onto the Mifflin, that it doesn't trip. It doesn't, you don't get the turn signal.
Okay, it's one of those hand signals that's on the post that's done, and I got them ordered, and they supposed to be coming in. When they come in, I put that on there. That's what's causing that.
Oh, okay, thank you. That's clarified a lot on that. And one other thing is, back in the minutes, we talked about authorizing the purchase of some residential gas meters, about $7,300. I noticed over on the utility accounts, number 37, there's $14,000 and something for gas meters. Washers and locks, I don't think cost that much. So I was kind of curious.
One of these was a large meter for Henderson stacking. It was like with the corrector and all that, like we throw in industry. Those meters are considerably more expensive, and that's billed back to the entity that we're putting the meter on there to, so it's not a true cost to the utility. And then we did put, I think we had a couple of sonic meters where people have upgraded. They're a little bit more expensive than a regular residential meter, where people have upgraded their water heaters to the tankless type. We've changed a couple of those out.
Makes perfect sense. Thank you.
Any other questions?
On the paving, is that we got any more paving we're gonna be able to do?
He's done our paving to this fiscal year.
Yeah, till July 1, we're
Okay.
our money's about shot. We have a little money left, but that also covers gravel, culverts, etc. So that was sort of the $300,000 limit. I think we spent $295,000 of the $300,000. So we pretty much spent everything we could at this point. The rest of it, now we can start again after July 1 with our new budget and continue on with some of the other projects.
That's all, I just wanted to thank you.
I think in the budget, we've got about the same, almost the same amount of money that we had last year. We upped that up, trying to get some payment.
Good. That's all I had, thank you.
That is. Okay. Next item on the agenda is delegations. Would anybody like to address the board for any reason? Concerning the city. Okay. Next item is item D. Consider the adoption of resolution approving the application for the Governor Lee's 2020 grant fund to be used for public safety equipment. Jim?
Okay, in Governor Lee's budget that was approved by the state legislature, there was a group, amount of money that's going to be given back to cities and counties based on population. City of Henderson's share originally started out at 84,000. Before this virus thing even got started though, they came back and doubled that. So it's a total now of it's estimated $169,000 is coming to the city of Henderson. This money has to be spent in certain categories, so you just can't spend it on anything. One of the categories is public safety. And there were some expenditures in public safety that we have been talking about anyway in the coming budget year. And so a discussion took place that thought that it might be best to go ahead and just earmark that money for these expenditures now and go ahead and get the application done. We cannot buy the stuff until the application is approved. It is our money though, so we don't see a reason why this would not get approved. Now, of course, first thing is there was 2 police vehicles in the proposed budget. So we decided to go ahead and include that as public safety. The next thing is, we've been discussing the air compressor, breathing air compressor for the air packs for the fire department. That's about $35,000. And then also, there's a discussion on having to rotate out all the air packs. This will buy approximately 10, depending on the bid cost, 10 or 11 new air packs. So if we spend all the money, that's basically what we're proposing to earmark that for and apply for. It will have to be approved. Those items, we're sort of getting the cart before the horse a little bit because the budget we hasn't been discussed because of this virus, but this is actually what we would have discussed back in March.
Well, the stuff we needed anyway, the money that would have been that we use this for, use that money to cover other stuff. So it seems like a no-brainer in a way to me.
The only thing we did, the air pack sort of wasn't in this year's budget. We won't phase them in as we had money. But we went ahead since this money became available and felt like it was a good use for that additional money.
I'll make a motion to approve the resolution.
Have a motion to approve the resolution. Do I have a second? Second. I have a second. Is there any discussion on the resolution? Seeing none, roll call vote.
Mark Barber?
Yes.
Keith Smith?
Yeah.
Johnny Ferris?
Yes.
Bill Manus?
Yes.
4 votes in favor, 2 absent.
Okay. Next item on the agenda is item E. Discuss and consider approval for the matching retirement rate, which is correction on the saying it's 2021 budget. I think that's 1920, but it's 2021 budget year.
Every year now, it used to be every 2 years, but the last several years, every year TCRS does an actuarial study of our group in the retirement system. And as such, they come back with a recommended rate that we match salaries for all our employees in the retirement system. Now, unlike a 401k that a lot of people are used to, this isn't individual money put in someone's individual account. This is money we match for the entire group of employees. It's not one person's money. And it's based on a lot of different factors that come into play. The second page on E2 sort of shows you in the middle of the page, I got circled, their recommended rate that we have to fund for our retirement is 15.4%. And that has to do with a lot of things. If you look down at the bottom of that page, we have a large accrued liability that is hitting us pretty hard on our schedule each year. We still have 2.25 years left before that pays out. If everything else would be a perfect world in 2.25 years, our rate should drop considerably. But what has happened in the last 60 days? Interest rates have gone to the bottom. That's one of the big rates of return on a retirement account is your interest rate. So now with all this going on, we are unfamiliar with what can happen in the future. But as always, every year I come to you and ask for you to match slightly higher than what they recommend. So my recommendation again is to match at 16% of salaries, which is exactly what was budgeted last year, and it's what we had proposed for the budget for the coming year. So that's what we're asking you to approve. Now, if you want to drop it to the 15.4% and hope we don't have a bigger increase next year, that's up to y'all. We can do that. But tonight's the night we need to do. Just go gotta respond by the end of the month. Diana, you want to have any input on that? I know you've been on discussion too. We sat for about 2 hours, well, hour and a half one day, discussing our group and our actuary and where we were and what the possibility of our rates to increase. The first page is in bold letter and underlined. We encourage you to consider electing to pay our higher rate to protect against upward pressure on employer rates in the future. So they even see that potential there for your rates to go up.
0.6% really figures out how much.
Yeah, it's really 0.6% is gonna be citywide, probably less than $30,000 a year. So it's not a huge number.
We've been rounding up and rounding to the next even percent all the time.
All the time, yes.
I would think we ought to do that and continue to do that.
And this would be maintaining our current level.
Current level, yes, it's the current level.
It's what's in this budget that we're gonna look at next week.
Yes.
I'll make a motion to approve 16% for the TCRS system.
Have a motion to approve.
I'll second it.
Have a second. Any discussion on the motion? Seeing none, all those in favor? We need roll call just about. All those in favor signify by aye. Aye. All opposed signify by no. Motion carried. Next item on the agenda, discuss, consider approving our audit contract with ATA for the year ending June 30th, 2020.
Every year we have to sign an audit contract, and normally we work with ATA and have been for several years, many years, to be honest. If you look at the schedule I got on health, I gave you a history of where our rates are and where they're going. They're increasing by 3% on the base audit rate. The single audit fee, if required, is $37.50. I would have thought we would have had to have one in the coming year, and we may still because of the multimodal grant, the city park grant. We've got several things working that could push us over that $750,000 total grant number that would require the single audit. That's the only reason you got to have it is you have a certain amount of, I think it's only federal dollars.
Federal, yeah.
It's only federal dollars, but still, we're going to be close to that. Multimodal money is a little weird. I think that may not be federal dollars, but it could. So right now, I'm assuming we might not need that, but it's possible. So if I get approval to use ATA again, we'll move forward with that.
We never have really used a single audit, have we?
No.
I think back.
No, I don't think we've ever broke the limit. We would have been over the limit because the old limit was, I think, 450. And so by the time we got to the point where we were fixing to exceed it, they upped the limit where we didn't have to. So other than that, we would have.
I move we go ahead and, based on this, keep ATA as our auditor. Make that motion.
Have a motion to approve ATA as our auditor for next year. Do I have a second?
Second.
Have a second. Any discussion on the motion? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by aye. Aye. All opposed signify by no. Motion carried. Next item on the agenda is item G, discuss and consider amendments to the police department SOP or standard operating procedures. G.
Back in March 14, I passed out the SOPs, ready to review. Of course, the April meeting was canceled. And since then, I've had two aldermen talk to me. There was a few things that we changed. It was really clerical type stuff, and no meetings really changed it. So we printed you a new book. And this is it. There's nothing really been changed except some clerical stuff. So I ask that you approve it. You should have time to read it in 2 months.
I go to sleep twice. It's good bedtime stuff.
I think all the stuff you were doing is just updating.
It was, and I give you a list at the top. It's like update bids the chief, and just like one example would be unlocking cars. Well, we had a policy about unlocking cars, and now the state law says we can't do that. So we updated stuff like that.
Other stuff I saw was reading state statutes, making sure it's already available. I make a motion to approve.
Have a motion to approve the SOP. Do I have a second? Second. Have a second. Any discussion on the motion? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by aye. Aye. All opposed signify by no. Motion carried. Other business. Garbage truck motor. Jim, Carter.
I'll address this. I don't know what truck number it is, Bobby Jerry's garbage truck. Started having some problems last Friday, was it? I believe. It got where it would not pull itself, to be honest. They did get it to Tag Truck Center, which is the international dealer in Jackson, driving about 40 miles an hour, but they got it. This week, they pulled the top of the motor off of it, and we've got a motor that's going to have to be rebuilt top to bottom. The recommendation is to buy a rebuilt Caterpillar motor, it's got a Caterpillar motor in it, and put it in the truck. We were talking about buying a new truck in the coming year, and frankly, we're still going to be asking that. The only problem with that is, with the way the world is, and the factories are not operating, even lead time at the best would have been 6 months after July 1, and now it may be next budget year before we actually get one delivered. So, the cost to put in a replacement rebuilt Caterpillar motor is $18,200. It's expensive. But diesel motors are expensive, especially those big ones like that. If we do this, then hopefully this truck will last us several more years. And when we get the new truck, the other truck that we're running on a day-to-day basis may be moved down to a backup truck. And right now we're limping along because like tomorrow's a recycle day. We're actually running the recycle truck, we're running one of the good trucks, and we're having to run the about 1991 back truck that we've had since 1991 for the other trucks tomorrow. So it sort of put us in a bind. If we go ahead and pull the trigger in the morning, they're hoping to have this truck back on the road by the end of next week or the first of the following week. So we'll only be down another week if we go ahead and do it. Yeah, they said it takes about 4 days to get the motor in, a day or two to put it in. If they order in the morning, they're hoping to have it back to us by next Friday.
How much money did you tell me that we have sanitation?
I think, I checked the other day, I think we have $21,000 in maintenance in the sanitation budget. So the money's there to do this. And we only have 45 more days to get to the end of the budget year. So hopefully we won't go over budget, but it's going to be just close. It's really what happens.
Well, you got to do that, if something happens, you do it, we can handle that.
Yeah, and I don't think we have a choice. You know, the truck's certainly good as far as I know, car, but otherwise,
Hacker's okay on it?
What?
Hacker.
Everything else is good on those trucks, it's a good truck.
all I know is, I mean, it's got 40,000 miles on it. And that's a lot of miles on a garbage truck. It's a lot of
Most of the approved purchase.
What is a new motor cost?
Brand new motor's $28,000, another $10,000.
Good way to go.
We did ask, and it's gonna take longer to get a new motor in. This motor does have a year warranty, a new one only has a 3-year warranty, so you do gain a little better warranty, but you add $10,000 to it.
You rebuilt the diesel engine, this rebuilt now, it's gonna last.
It's gonna last a while.
Yeah, and this is coming straight from Caterpillar.
I'll second Johnny.
I have a motion to approve the truck repair, and I have a second. Alderman Smith, any further discussion on the motion? Seeing none, all those in favor, signify by aye. All opposed, signify by no. Motion carries. The only other thing I have is just a reminder that on 5/19, which is the Tuesday at 6 o'clock, we're going to have a budget meeting. We're going to go, I think y'all know, we changed the budget. We've kind of reduced our projected revenues since what's going on, and we made some changes in the budget. And we're going to present y'all, let y'all look at, and like I said, we're going to do it in the classroom, we're going to spread out the classroom, do it in the classroom, and we'll go over that budget, we can start our budget process.
What time was it? 6 o'clock?
6 o'clock. Yeah, quick back on Tuesday.
You should have got a copy in an email about a week ago. You also have a copy laid in front of you tonight, so you can get a chance to look through that.
I think Jim has got the column that showed you what our revenue was projected, what we thought it was before all this happened, and what we're projecting our revenue to be now. He's got you the COVID-19 revenue.
Yeah, Alicia's helped me out with the Excel spreadsheet to make y'all happy.
So, they have worked hard trying to get some figures. I'll something we can also live with, at least in December, and see where we're at, what the revenue sources are going to be. So we're kind of uncharted water right here with the revenue before, so we'll make it through it. G, you got anything? Derek? Carter?
Only thing I have is the streets. If y'all wanna know what the streets are that we pay, I can tell you that. We did Justin Lane, Farmers Market Drive, we did Anderson Circle, we did Hearn Street, Shannon Drive, and Mason Avenue, we did Hill Extended to the city limit, a part of it. We did Fall Drive, Johnson Circle, and Forest Hill, and we did Virginia Drive, and the rest of it was Hickory Lane. We did an overlay on it, And then down here on, Main Street and Church Street, where those cuts was, we did that on those streets.
Just to clarify, when can we go out to bid on everybody?
We won't know when we get that application approved, but I'm sorry.
Anything you do, we didn't, like I say, they won't let us do anything on
I
everything.
didn't want to clarify.
Yeah, we can't, until we get approval.
You just have your spec ready to go when they go here. That's the main thing.
I'm sorry.
This is a print deal. Next month, we'll have a public hearing on the rezoning request for East End. Because the planning commission has sort of been all on hiatus because of the shutdown of the virus. There's a request out there floating around that in order to meet the public hearing requirements, we're going to have to run the notice next week in the paper. So it's coming to y'all a little sooner than it normally would because we put the developer off because the planning commission, they wasn't going to hear it. So the planning commission will hear it the first week of June. Y'all will see, they'll have a public hearing the second week of June. That's just normally y'all wait a month in between. So, but we're doing that for the developer because of the 3 months.
I just want to thank, with all this going on with COVID-19 and stuff, I'll say this much, city services haven't slowed down, we've had fire protection, police protection, limbs get picked up, and I can't tell anything that y'all haven't done for the city. You're here every day doing it, you're not skipping or anything, and I think the people in town, I think they recognize that fact, that we had this to be, and I appreciate it. Thank you.
Stay safe, stay well.
Like I say, this has been an interesting 2 months. And I echo very much what Alderman Smith said. I've seen it every day, what y'all got done. Police department, fire department, public works, utilities. Everybody's here, everybody does their job. And I'll be honest with you, we made quick changes, and the police department did a great job making their changes, trying to protect their people. Utility department, they were ready, thought they could take a slow move down to the valley, had to move quick. They kind of, we did that. Carter's done his thing, and I really appreciate Jim. And I tell you what, the ladies in the offices have really have stepped up and done a good job. They've had adjusted, and a lot of things get resolved over the telephone. It's amazing. They've done a great job, and we really do. All of us on the board tell you, we appreciate y'all. Then I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.